Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships Live Talk. This is your host M3, and sorry for the delay and some like technical issues, but we are live and we have a special guest with us. I would like to introduce our guest because she is a professional boxer and trainer as well too, and she has definitely like a good record when it comes to serving her community. So, with that being said, everyone, I would like to introduce you guys to Miss Coach Cam.
Hi, you
Oh,
guys.
oh,
Hello.
Coach Cam, your camera's off.
Is it really?
Yeah,
What the heck? No, it's not. Okay, can you see me now? Is that better?
no, it went blank. It went blank.
I can see myself.
Okay, it might be like a StreamYard issue. Hold on for 1 second, okay?
Okay, okay.
Let me see if this will work. Hmm. Okay, Coach Cam.
Yes.
Let's try this. Right. Try to back out and then return
Okay,
back in.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Again, everyone. Like I said, we was going through like technical issues and time issues as well too. So please bear with us and be patient. I don't know why stuff like that happens. That happened to someone else. It actually happened to like QB one time when she was streaming and all of a sudden she froze and then she went blank. Her camera was on, but But anyways, everybody, we will be starting the show in just a minute. But I want to just thank everybody for tuning in, for being patient with us. And let me go ahead and play some music real quick. All right. Let me go ahead and give the shout outs real quick. Shout outs to Quantum Love. Like she came in the chat way earlier, around like 4:39 Pacific time. Okay, there she is. And shout outs to Harris Tribe Media Group. Thank you guys for tuning in. There we go. Coach Cam,
There
welcome
we
back.
go.
Yeah, see, that was like a tech issue. So, well, welcome. All right. So, let me go ahead and turn this down real quick. So, anyways, Coach Cam, welcome to our live talk where we get a chance to, get to know you and, vice versa. You have the opportunity to kind of get to know us as well. And so, you know, I'm just glad that you're here. So, thank you so much for allowing us
Thank you
to.
for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Nah, anytime. Well, I always got to start off like with the tough question, right? That people will mostly say, and I guess the tough one is getting to know you. If you don't mind, if you could tell us about yourself.
Sure. Well, my name is Camille. Actually, it's Camille Isabel, but everyone
Mhm.
knows me as Coach Cam. I am a professional and amateur trainer. I also train regular clientele, and I specialize in children. Well, it's like we're on a first date, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so my favorite color is gold. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm a big Disney fan. I like anime, and I don't know
Okay.
any sport other than boxing. So there you have it.
All right, that's fair enough. Okay, well, let me get to the anime part. Now, I'm not much of a anime watcher, but I have watched some anime,
Hmm.
like the common one, like Dragon Ball Z series,
Yes.
One Punch Man, and
Hmm.
then there's a few other anime shows that honestly I can't really even think off the top of my head. But I know Sailor Moon is definitely on the list as well too, and I was watching that as a child. What shows have you been watching for anime? If you don't mind if
So
I ask.
I've watched everything. I was actually Sailor Moon to anime conventions in a row for 2 years. I dressed up as Sailor Moon, but right now I'm rewatching Naruto. So
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody was telling me, man, I'm missing out by not even watching it because Naruto has like a large series, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, several different types of series. Yeah. And I'm also a big Pokemon fan. So,
Oh, I can't forget about Pokemon.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when that show first came out, and you know, surprisingly, I was able to remember the first 150, well, 51 to be exact, Pokemon characters. They always had that song at the end, so they was naming all those Pokemon characters. So it was cool until like season 2, and then they start adding more and more to it.
Yeah, in the game in Pokemon Go, they added like 790 million new Pokemon, and you're just kind of like,
Right.
yo, where are all
Yeah.
the original guys at? So, yeah.
Right. Okay. And so let me ask you this though. Like now I know like you say you never play like any sports like besides like boxing. But before I get to boxing, you know, do you have any hobbies, outside of it? It could be anything. It don't have to be sports.
Well, I mean, let me be clear about the whole sports thing. I was actually just
Mm.
making a joke with one of your guys. I said I stopped watching basketball when Jordan retired.
Oh.
I was a Bulls fan when it was Jordan, Pippen, and Kukoc or
Uh-huh.
Rodman. So
Hmm.
other than that, I don't follow basketball anymore, but I did used to watch it. And as far as my hobbies, I don't know. I mean, I like camping. I like fishing. I like outdoor stuff. So I'm pretty into that, you know. So
Hmm.
I like to cook too. Oh yeah, I like to cook. I don't know
Okay.
how to bake, so whoever asks me that, I don't know how to bake. But other than that, I don't have too many hobbies. I train every day. I train and I work every
Yeah.
day. So
Okay. And that's what's up too, because I mean, you're training, you're getting fit. I mean, you're perfecting like your skill, and then you're passing on to like other people, like amateurs, and you're helping them to become pros like you. All right.
yes, yes.
Well then, okay. My question is, right? What inspired you to get into boxing, and then later become a trainer?
So when I was in my younger days, no, like a few years ago, actually, I was engaged, and I wasn't in a very good relationship, and I had to take up self-defense so I wouldn't find myself in that space anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into boxing. I ended up becoming a coach because I saw the difference that I made in other people's lives, especially women.
Yeah.
I held an all women's class one time, and
Mm-hmm.
they expressed to me, the women that I trained, they
Mm-hmm.
expressed to me how I helped them really relieve their stress and their anxiety, and find themselves again. So that gave me the push to go, you know what, maybe I should just be a coach. And now I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, before I get to the next question, I need to bring in like a good friend of mine's and knowledge and relationships network manager. I'm going to introduce everybody to Mr. Intellectual Soapbox. How you doing, fam?
Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? What's going on?
I
Coach
was
K, welcome to the interview. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get it going.
okay. Thank you for joining, Mr. Intellectual Soapbox.
And three, what's the deal? What's going on? Let's get it.
Not much. Okay. Um, how long did it take, Coach Cam, for you to from becoming like a beginner to a professional in the boxing field?
Well, I'm actually not a professional boxer. I'm a professional coach.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but how long did it take me to go from training people to actually gaining knowledge in boxing? A few years. And I'm not done learning.
Hmm.
So, uh, it's crazy how when you start off just kind of showing people the basics to really honing in on the sport, you
Hmm.
can never stop learning. And I mean, I'm still growing, but to get to where I'm at today, it took me a few years. I want to say like 3-4 years, and the right people to learn from, for sure. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Shout outs to Truth is never favorite. So shout outs to you, my
Truth,
good
what up,
friend.
man? What's good? Good brother, blood in. You know what it is, family.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, too, for the ones who are watching, if you are new to knowledge and relationships, please hit the likes up, subscribe, and share this video to your friends and family. Our next goal is to try to get over 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. All right. Now, what were the challenges that you face on your journey to boxing?
It's a long list. Where do you want me to start? Where do you
You could
want me to
start.
start?
You could start from in the beginning.
The biggest challenge
Mhm.
was with the men. That was my
Okay.
biggest challenge. The men and the people who've been in boxing for so long. A lot of the things that were being said about me were not very nice. But I mean, it comes with the territory. You got a new girl coming in.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like a coach. She doesn't act like a coach. But yet she is, to them, I was portraying myself as a coach, and I had to prove myself time and time and time again. Even till this day, I have a team of notable people, and I'm still, from what I hear, not good enough.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's frustrating, but because I am a woman, and I know that sounds tired, because that's always gonna be what it is, but that's the truth. I've been around a lot of famous coaches who, they look at me and they're just like, well, who does she think she is? And I'm just like, well, you gonna wait and see. I'm not here to just be a fad or a gimmick. I'm here to make sure everybody knows exactly who I am. So,
It's
Right.
interesting
Right.
you say that because, like, when you know, just a correlation with, like, when I was starting this whole YouTube thing, and I was trying to think of how I wanted to approach it, and I was thinking of different ways and different ways to be creative. But it was one person in particular, and I got to shout him out, Bolo TV. You know what I mean? He did the avatar thing, and he had a logo and he had a brand, and I'm like, oh wow, like you can actually do this. And he had a big following, and his following is growing. He actually is interviewing somebody right now as well, a big person in the hip hop industry. So I'm like, if this man can do it, I can do it. Like
right.
I knew I could do all the talking points. I knew I can, you know, talk my behind him because I've been doing that since I was a kid. I was on the debate team. I've done theater and all types of stuff as a child. So like me talking is nothing. So I just knew, okay, how do I want to approach YouTube now? And once I seen how he did it, I was like, I can do this. And plus, I knew I kind of also want to do things kind of more in the background as well, as far as like helping my brand to grow, helping our brand to grow, and just being more of a background person. So once I seen him do it and I seen how he was maneuvering it, I was like, all right, I can do this. So was there a person for you that you looked to and it made you feel like I can do this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, now I feel in my heart that I have a really solid team. In the beginning of my career, I mean, I have a lot of people who support me, but there are those other people who act like they support you, but in reality they're just using you for whatever they can gain from you. In my case,
Mhm.
it was my clout. A lot of people use my clout for whatever reason. Because I grew literally overnight. I think, like, I had put out a video of me getting hit to the body with a body shield on, and it gained 15 million views, right? And everyone was reposting it, and the minute that I became Coach Cam, everybody was coming out of the woodworks, and people were trying to be attached to me but not really teach me, because what people don't understand is I really want to continue to learn this. Boxing is so beautiful to me, and um my team now, I'm very thankful for his name is Brandon Adams. He's actually a 3-time champion, and he's taken the time out more than anybody to explain this sport to me. I'm talking about step by step. He stands with me in the corner when I'm cornering a professional fighter. He'll talk to me. He'll ask me questions. He'll make me break down what I'm watching. And I've never had that before. And then his coach, Dub Huntley, who is actually, you guys know that movie Million Dollar Baby?
Yes.
That movie is
Mhm.
about
He'll be Swink, right?
Yes, that movie is about Brandon Adams' coach. The coach in that movie is about Brandon's coach, and Dub is the sweetest man alive. I think he's like 92, but even until this day, he'll talk to me and he'll tell me what I need to know, how I need to move, how I need to act. And I'm so blessed to have these people in my corner. So, yeah.
And that's very like like inspiring too, because all it takes is just someone to actually like show some like love, take the time to care. And I feel like a lot of people are so misguided because they don't really have anybody that they could actually look up to. Somebody is going to look up to someone.
Right.
Although they do say be careful when you meet your idols or your something like that, because you will get disappointed. But as long as you continue to be resilient and you find the right people in your corner, just like Brandon Adams, then you will like continue to to have a prosperous journey that could be passed on to other people. And since you already know kind of like how it feels to like people to kind of, and it sucks too though, but I take every L into like a lesson, because maybe someone may look down on me because I'm this way or I look a certain type of way. Well, that just helps me to not look down on the next person.
Right.
It helps me to be more empathetic when it comes to the help that other people need.
Right.
Real quick, I do have a question that is in queue, and this is coming from CKQ podcast. So salute to you, Clement.
What's going on, man?
He says, controversial question for the guest. Do you think that any stepping into any field have to face some level of hurdle? And then I think he said also females in boxing can make it so much further than guys overnight, but that's a big drawback. People won't take you as seriously.
Now, I know CKQ do boxing too, so you know what I mean? Shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely.
So his question was, do women always have to face hurdles? Was that his question?
It said, do you think that do you think that stepping into any field will have to face some level of hurdle?
Oh yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially the political side of everything. The political side of everything. When I first started this, I thought it was just about hitting mitts. I thought it was about people losing weight and that was it. The minute I started going more into it, it's political hurdles in amateur fighting and professional fighting. Like, I saw a dark side of boxing that I never thought existed. Like, I was like, oh my God, like these people are monsters. You got to be a shark to be in this sport. You really do. And you really don't know who to trust at the end of the day. And that's in anything. Because anybody can turn on you in any moment. And I've learned that the hard way. So
yeah, we've had to learn that doing this thing as far as YouTube. Like, build a relationship, you think somebody cool, they promise you, oh, I'm gonna stream with you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then all of a sudden everything turns. All right, Coach K, I'm gonna throw a curveball, okay?
Oh,
you know
hell.
what I mean? Because you say you want different questions, so I'm gonna throw a curveball. Now, so do you like traveling, right? And what places have you not been to? What places would you like to go if you do like traveling?
This is sad. Look, I've been to Jersey, Vegas, and when I was younger, I went to Saudi Arabia and Japan, but I don't remember it. I don't remember any of it. And no, I don't like traveling. What I got to get on a plane for? Nope.
Oh, you don't like traveling? Okay.
No. I mean, okay, wait. Okay, time. I do like traveling, but I don't like getting on planes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you'll rather take like a mega bus than as opposed to taking not even that?
I'd rather teleport somewhere and not feel a thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, do you have the Mr. T syndrome? You know Mr. T from the A-Team?
Huh?
You ever watch the show The A-Team, Mr. T?
No, I've never.
And they had to knock him out. Yeah, he had this thing where they had to knock him out in order to travel.
Yeah, somebody
because he had a phobia,
so we could go somewhere. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay, so is this true for all travel? Is this even if you get on a boat? If you're doing a cruise?
How you gonna play me? I came here on a boat from Asia.
I'm just asking, is it true for that too?
I did. I was little. I was, no, I'll go on a cruise. But the boat gotta be steady though. I don't know. These questions. I don't like roller coasters. I don't even like driving in the car. I want to hire a driver. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna have to dissect this a little bit, right? Okay. Were there any type of
do you just not like moving? I mean, is that the thing you like to just stay at home?
You're trying to play me right now. No, no, I like moving, yes. If I have to travel because of work, then I will travel. So
okay.
There.
But nothing that was trauma related, right? Like as far as like the not having the interest to like really travel, like on planes and stuff.
Well, I just don't feel comfortable being that high up in the air. Like anytime you're that high up, you could fall down. Like I don't like I said, I don't like roller coasters. I don't like being that high up in the air. That's the thing. I'm afraid of heights. I am afraid of heights.
Okay. I can respect that.
I got another curveball question for real quick.
Okay.
Go
ahead. So what? Okay, so people probably are surprised that you're a trainer when they first meet you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are other things that you're into that people may be surprised by that you actually do?
Oh, yeah, like anime. People are like, "What? You like that kind of stuff?" I do. Marvel, all that nerdy, geeky stuff. I'm really a nerd. I'm a geek. I'm a geek. I like video games. I like comic books.
Well, I know you did mention the Pokemon video game in our earlier conversation, but let's get to the gaming part if you don't mind. Okay. Sure. What are your favorite games?
So I play 2K. I play Fallout.
You play 2K?
All right.
Yeah. You are you nice though?
No, hell no. I'm there.
Do you play online or offline?
Look, what I'm saying is I'm the type of female, if you were to date me, I could be on the sticks with you all day long.
All right.
Unless I'm training. Then
I get you. No, I know on your off days.
On my off days.
Yeah, off days. Okay. Right. Do you play Xbox, PC, or what's the other system?
PlayStation.
PS5, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I also have a Switch.
Okay.
I also used to have a GameCube. I mean, I could still turn it on now if I really wanted to. But
you got a GameCube?
I had a GameCube. Mm-hmm. I had a Sega Dreamcast. I had everything.
Wow. Okay. All right. I got one more question about this. Right. For the Nintendo Switch. Okay. Have you ever played Super Smash Brothers?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I gotta give the air horn for this. Because on my leisure times, when I stream, well, I just started doing this like a week ago. Mm-hmm. I started like streaming like Smash Bros. Games because I used to be like a professional gamer pretty much back then. Okay. Now I wasn't like at the highest level compared to all my other peers.
You won a tournament. Get out of here.
Only one. I didn't win multiple tournaments, but it was it was okay, you know. So I do have a couple of questions like from CKQ because let me see. He said something about. Oh, there it is. The question was: were there a point in time you threw a fighter in the ring with someone that was supposed to be on the same level, but they turn out way better?
As far as competing, yeah, and then
Okay.
that's where the political side comes in again. You
Hmm.
know, if you're not mindful of, because amateurs come with books, right?
Hmm.
And it lists how many fights they have. If you're not mindful of that, any coach could tell you, yeah, you know, my kid has 0 fights and mess around and got 20 amateur fights. And you thinking that this
Hmm.
kid is a beginner just like your kid. So yeah, it happened one time, but thankfully, you know, I don't raise no punks. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Salute
Hey,
to
that's
Sister
what's up.
We
Anya and
lost
salute
though.
to
We
Harris
lost.
Media.
Chill. We lost, but you know.
Mm.
Yeah. Now that's what's up. Hey, okay. Shout outs to everybody that's in the chat right now,
Mm-hmm.
giving their love and support.
Harris Media, what's going on? Sister
Hmm.
Anya, what's going on?
And
Good to see y'all.
yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you guys could do us a favor, please share this video, like you know, where it be like on your YouTube community tab to other folks on social media. Share it everywhere, so you know more people come in and give their love and support. But yeah, thank you everyone for still tuning in and rocking with us. And then CKQ also says check out, and I can't pronounce the name, but I can say Kaizen. I'll say Juju Kaizen. It's an anime.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu
Oh,
Kaisen.
Jujutsu.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
okay,
heard
okay.
of that. I gotta watch that. Good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about
Okay.
that one. I heard that one's really good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I might have to check that out too, though. All right. So then I have, well, of course I have more questions, but now with social media, because I know you mentioned earlier that a video had went viral and you had like 1 million views. Was this like on TikTok or Facebook or?
No, it was actually on Instagram. It was on
Okay.
Instagram, and everybody was sharing that video. Everybody. I was getting DMs from people
Hmm.
I never thought I would get DMs from. Like the game DM'd me, DL
Oh.
Hughley now follows me, Busta Rhymes follows me, a whole slew of other people, and it went crazy. Tyrese reshared it on his story. Ice Cube, I know, reshared it on his story. It was crazy. It went crazy. And then after that, I had another few videos that were over 7 million views and
Uh-huh.
3 million views.
Wow.
But I'm going to be real. I don't know what's going on with Instagram right now. The algorithm is off. It is
What
off right now.
what's going
But
on with the algorithm?
I don't know, like my videos, every once in a while I'll get like 8,000 likes, 11,000 likes,
Hmm.
25,000 likes. And then sometimes I'll get a video that get 200 and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I've been having the same problem like with social media, but mostly like with YouTube.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind we're not as big and famous as you are,
Oh,
but didn't mean to make you spit your water out. But but the thing is that like when I started posting shorts, that's how like I was like getting a couple of like extra subscribers coming in because you have people that likes to tune into like a lengthy live stream, and then you have some people that like to just watch you for like a minute or two.
uh-huh.
But so the algorithm was going well. Like I was getting like the highest was like 3.5K views or 1,000 or something views. And
Right.
then I posted something even on TikTok that now has close to like I think like 25,000 or something thousand views.
Right.
But
Right.
recently I started posting more shorts, and sometimes I might not even get like 50 views or something. It might be like 5 or 10. And
Right.
I think that's been going on with Instagram because a lot of people have been complaining about when they post reels or they post certain videos, they're not getting as much traction as they used to.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what's going on, algorithm bug or something switching up. And salutes to Alonzo Hall. Thank you for tuning in.
Salute to Alonzo Hall. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Okay. Well that explains how you got so many like followers like on your IG. Which that's definitely wonderful, you know?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. There was like a video that I saw from your IG page, and I can't think of like the news station, but they gave you like a big shout outs because like they noticed like the work that you've been doing for the kids,
Yeah.
and that's definitely wonderful to like really give like your talents into the community to really help them to grow. That
Thank
was like one of the reasons why when I don't even know how I stumbled upon you. I think like IG kind of, IG have like their recommendations. Like,
Yeah.
so like I saw like what you was doing, and then I saw how you was like training like the kids, and I was like, yo, it would be dope if we could have somebody like her, because we never had like a boxer or anyone, that's like, really like, good in that type of field, let alone like just be able to like train someone and just give back. So I was like, man, it would be so dope to have someone like you to like join our panel. And you're here.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, training kids, you gotta have like a special type of patience to train kids.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think the reason why it's so easy for me is because I'm a mom,
Yeah.
and I treat these children like they're my own. Even my fighters, like they're all young boys, 17, 15, you know what I'm saying? They're teenagers, and I have a teenage son, so I try to be as loving in a coach way as possible. But of course, like it's difficult because you got to be a coach, but then you can't undermine anything that their parents want to happen.
Right.
So I think that's the toughest part about training children, especially children who want to compete, because you have parents who think they know what's best for their kids when it comes to boxing. So there's always kind of like that pull there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, I've never run into any of those kind of issues. But I've seen it happen. So, but yeah, kids, I love kids. My goodness. I was telling my best friend the other day, I wanted to adopt kids, right? But it never happened. I guess it was God's plan to put all these kids into my life to mentor them and to help them. So, this is probably what it is. So,
Yeah. I mean, I still look at it like as like your form of adoption,
yeah.
because you're bringing them into this world of like self defense, but
Mhm.
also like, and here's the thing, because when people look at boxing, there's myths or whatever. They look at boxers like they're super aggressive people, and
Mhm.
all they want to do is just fight. But just like with martial arts or any type of defense, you're learning mentally how to reframe yourself, how to be disciplined,
Right.
how to understand that, okay, that danger is danger, you know what I mean? But you don't have to put yourself into that. If you could avoid a situation with reasonable doubt, then by all means, it's okay for you to walk away and not get caught up in pride.
Right.
A lot of people who mostly cannot fight are the ones that talk the most, pretty much, unfortunately. And
Right.
they don't understand that the dangers that they're putting themselves into, because you're trying to hold on to this pride that you're having.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So that's why I respect people that gets into any type of self defense type of field, any type of training, because there's more to it than just what you see on TV, fighting, knocking people out or whatever. All those like dynamics.
Right.
So, and salutes to not your guys. So thank you for tuning in on the
Salute,
Twitch
salute.
side.
All
He
right,
says,
Coach K. I got. Oh, go
Mhm.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just reading this part real quick. So he says, I feel like that being coaching kids for 12 years plus now, that satisfaction it provides cannot be matched. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Mr. Intellectual SoapBox.
All right, Coach K, you ready for this one? Let's get it. Okay. What are your favorite foods, right? And do you enjoy cooking at all?
Okay. Favorite food: tacos, sushi, pizza.
Mm.
And yes, I enjoy cooking.
Okay.
Basic.
Basic cooking.
That is basic though, yeah. Because
Super
tacos,
basic.
pizza. You know what I mean?
But she also did mention earlier that she don't like bacon. Well, bacon is like something that I guess you're struggling.
Yeah.
I feel like bacon is like a little. It takes a little bit of like work. Like you got to have some type of precision, like in your ingredients, because I mostly bake at home.
Right.
You know, so there's like times that I see something on the menu and I follow every direction to the T. But when it comes out, like let's say muffins or whatever, they come out super flat. So I don't know what kind of oven I have, but it's not working for me. So
it's not the oven that you need.
But you have another question, Mr. Intellectual SoapBox?
Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Because she said she want to get into some of the relationship questions, and I got them lined up. You know what I mean? All right. So hi, Coach K, let's get it. So yeah, salute, cheers. All right. Do you believe? Okay. So before I get into that, I'm ask this right. Since you got a drink in your hand, right?
That's water.
Okay. You got water. Okay. Okay, but let's say you do go out to drink. Do you prefer like a lounge or do you like more of like a bar?
Oh, a lounge. Nice music. Couple of my homegirls. A lounge.
Lounge, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lounge is more my speed too. I mean, it's just more grown, and it's more of a chill environment where you can actually like bond and connect with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 36. I do not want to go to a bar and have any dude try to bump into me, talk about excuse me, and then try to ask me whatever questions he want to ask. I don't. It makes me thinking about it.
So, what have been like your most okay? If you can remember a list of guys, right, that will say ridiculous pickup lines to you, can you name like some of the most memorable ones?
Wow. Not really pickup lines, but it's more so like if I showed you guys my DMs, you would be like, yo, what the heck? I've had this is one. I had a guy comment on my video with a little girl I was doing mitts with. He said, and I quote, I would drink your bathwater for $500. And I said, what? I had another man who said he would give me his social security number. I said no, and he still DM'd it to me. Talk about I could have any car and house I wanted. I guys asked me for feet pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, like just why I had another guy tell me to put my hands in my mitts and take a picture. I had posted a video one time with a sweaty shirt on, and I had a guy DM me and tell me, I'll buy that specific shirt off of you right now. I won't wash it and I'll wear it to sleep. Just some weirdo. Just weird. Just weird.
Okay, so how do you respond to that?
Hold on, M3. Hold on.
Salute to Zulbeya.
Salute to Zulbeya. Thank you for coming in, sis. Hold on. Look, the Social Security guy, the guy that want to give you the Social Security, find him, okay? Because I need a new car. Find him. Find that brother, please.
Yeah.
Tell him we all want a new car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Find him.
Wow. Zulbeya, thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me on. Hi, hon. You're so beautiful.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that I'm able to get on with you guys. I just got out of the studio right now, but I wanted to check you guys out. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing wonderful.
Yeah,
Getting to know each other, get to know Coach Cam.
Coach Cam, you do boxing?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Have you been in the ring?
Yes, a few times. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you compete and stuff?
A little bit, yeah. But I never became a professional. So.
Teaching is better, huh?
It's more gratifying. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. So I heard you were talking about kids. So you train kids?
I do train kids, yes.
And have you explored beyond the kids? Like into teenagers and adults?
Yes. I have 8 amateur fighters. I mean, I have 2 of them are children, but my amateurs are all teenagers. And then I have 1 professional fighter who I believe he's 28. And then I have another fighter who helps me and I help him. He's 31. No, my God, I made him younger. He's 33, excuse me.
Wow. I think he would have liked the younger one.
Huh? I know.
He would have liked the younger age.
Right.
Well, that's cool. That sounds amazing. I love to work out, to box when I work out and stuff. I love it. I have my own punching bag, and I be swearing I'm an expert, but I'm really not. I look and I make the noises a little bit, like I be doing a little thing, thinking, you know.
The noises, huh?
Yeah, because it's a specific type of breathing.
Yeah.
You gotta breathe a certain way. So like when you do that, then you you kind of feel like, you know, you're in the movie and stuff, and the coach is like yelling at you and stuff. And
this is Rocky.
Yeah. But the other day, my brother came into the garage and I was boxing, and he played out the whole movie, and I was like, "Stop embarrassing me." But yeah, kind of feel like that sometimes.
Yeah, it does though. Like okay, with the breathing part, right? Like okay, how should I ask this? So I know it's like a certain type of technique, Coach Cam, like when you're breathing while you're doing certain like moves, right?
Yes.
Do you breathe like from the nostrils, or do you breathe from your mouth? Like how does that go as far as the breathing technique?
For me, when I do mitts, that's why I yell, or that's why you always see me say words when I make my fighters move, because that's how I breathe. Because I always tell my fighters, you got to breathe, whether it's in through your nose or out through your mouth, or in through your mouth and out through your nose. You're going to get lightheaded in there. Yeah, especially with all the gear that you have on, all the movement that you got to do, the angles you got to change. That takes a lot of mental capacity. So you hold your breath because you're nervous or because you're anxious or whatever the case is, you're going to get lightheaded. So you definitely have to, at least small breaths, short breaths, and you got to calm your heart rate down. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Hold on for 1 second, CKQ. I want to read your question in just a minute. I gotta get back to like the dating part of of this real quick, the relationships part. So, Coach Cam, what is your preference, right? In most men, what attracts you per se?
And I think Azubelia can answer this too if she wants to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she can answer it too.
Get a little multifaceted here. Let's get it.
She could go first.
No, say it first.
Your interview, ma'am. This is your interview, ma'am.
Salute to Wally.
I think we look at a lot of different things. So you could go first, though. You can go first.
Oh, y'all so modest.
Oh,
flip a coin.
No.
Okay, so wow, I don't even really know.
Oh, Coach Cam, your
she really didn't know.
Coach Cam.
Back to us.
Sorry,
okay, you're back on.
There you go. My goodness, I knew somebody was gonna call me in the middle of this. Obviously, they have to have a good head on their shoulders. They have to be, more than ambitious. They have to have a good heart.
Salute to Bruiser.
Bruiser, what up?
Yeah, Coach Cam, when you was talking, like you went in and out for a second.
She getting a phone call. That's why.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's probably why.
Using the phone.
Oh, I can't. Actually, I'm having issues with the streamer right now. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, I was having some serious issues with the
I'm so done. It's on you. Let's go.
I gotta pick up the slack. All right, I got it for the ladies. I got it.
Hey, all right, let's get it.
I think you guys, honestly, I think it really matters on where you are in life, right? Because we attract what the stages that we are. So if you're in a low key, even if you're low key toxic state, you're gonna attract that, right? But even in those moments, if you're looking to get out of that toxic stages or whatnot, you're gonna look for someone that is different than that. So you're gonna want to have more of a calming, more stable mentality, like you said, more emotionally educated and aware. Someone that's actually gonna be there for certain things that you struggle with or whatnot. Those are the people that you have to kind of lean toward, so it makes it better for you to kind of like, grow whatnot. But if you're already in a good state, then you look for that already, but you look for more. You look for the people, like she said, more ambitious, people that are craving to do more, grow more, explore more, learn more, just the more of everything. You're not out here being basic, because I'm not basic. So if you want to be with me, you have to be more than, basic. You can't just be ordinary. So you have to be more of that. You are always able to grow. So that's something that, like, it's attractive when you do that. And it's attractive. I think, to me, even though I'm like an alpha female and I have to appear to always be that persona that I have to protect myself, being protected and being able to be vulnerable and being able to be more feminine and in my feminine energy is so attractive, because we don't always get that. We always have to be on guard for things. We always have to be like on the lookout. From the moment we wake up and step outside the house, it's just like on the lookout, until we get back in. So it's very different when there's a male or a masculine energy that is like protecting you in that kind of way. So that's super attractive to women. Whether they say it or not, it's attractive.
Why y'all always say that, like y'all gotta always be on guard? Y'all always be saying that. Why?
We do.
Because we do.
Let me tell you one day, okay?
Wait, hold on. Is this somewhat? Hold on. Now, sometimes I think that I'm Denzel Washington in his prime. Sometimes I think I'm Michael B. Jordan. Heck, sometimes I think I'm LeBron James, but then I wake up.
Well, then you need to start showing your face for the ladies.
So hold on. I'm talking about who I am as a man overall. Sometimes I think I'm that, right? But hold on. Is it that sometimes? Yeah, what up, Wally? Sometimes, right? Is it the fact that y'all may think that y'all just more than what y'all are at times? Like, it's that women ego. Does that sometimes kick in? And you think everybody wants you?
Okay.
Because sometimes I think every woman wants me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think it sometimes. It's there.
I have the proof that everybody wants me, so I don't know.
Whoa. Shit.
Whoa.
I'm so happy you said that. Okay, let me break it down for you really, really quick, right?
Okay, go ahead.
There's so many things that feminine energy is so appealing, so seductive to some people when they're not even, because you don't have to be seductive, right? We don't have to be seductive on the things that we do. You do that to us. You put us in a state where now that simple thing that we're doing is seductive to you, right? So it's not what we're portraying, is what you're understanding, what you're portraying from the situation. You're in your own brain. I don't live in there. I can't choose what you think, right? But to tell you the truth, I am that fine. So when I go out, people look at me and people want to talk to me and people want to approach me. I do not go to the grocery store. Not one time I have not been to the grocery store, not one time in my life that I have not been hit on and talked to and followed outside my car and been outside my car and been scared to get inside my car and been scared to just like them knowing which is my car. I've been followed inside the grocery store. I've been videotaped. I've been approached like that at gas stations. So many different places. That is super
Yo, M3,
weird.
I'm so tempted to drop this link because I see the brothers in there going crazy in the link. They got a lot to say, but I got y'all,
can
brothers.
see
Hold on,
that.
I got y'all.
But-
I got y'all. I got
No,
y'all.
but like,
Hold on.
so I know that there's no, I'm not exaggerating, you guys. I'm not, because I have deep anxiety because of this stuff. I
Yeah.
seriously get approached like that sometimes. Not all
Bruiser,
the
if you want the
time.
link, let me know.
Not-
Let me know in the chat. if you want the link.
Wait, hold on, Intellectual.
Not all the time, and it's not always in that direct matter, right?
Okay.
But that is the majority. If we're talking about 100%, when people try to holler at me, the majority is men that are disrespectful and do some really crazy ass stuff. I don't know that you guys know this, but if your lady would ever tell you every single thing that happens to her, you guys would be like, that's crazy. But it does happen. It does. I do not know when was the last time I ever walked by myself at nighttime. By myself? Never. I have never done that.
Huh? Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Y'all act like y'all the only ones that crazy stuff be happening to. Like, it happened to us too. It happens to us too.
Yes, it does. It does happen to you. But if it happens with you, you think it's not going to happen without you? Hell yeah, it's going to happen without you. Even more without you.
Come on.
Okay.
Yo, y'all always trying to draw this narrative that everybody,
it's not only men, it's women too.
It's crazy. Like, and maybe look, maybe social media has done some of this. I don't know, right? But every woman seems to be walking around here like they Halle Berry or Janet Jackson. Like they act like everybody is on them. Like, is it really true? It happens more to women though. Maybe CKQ, but I think it happens to me all the time. You know what I mean? I don't think I can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Look like, please?
I can't go nowhere. You know what I mean? If I go anywhere, they on me. They smell of cologne. They see, you know what I mean? They see the swagger. They on me. They just can't help it. They can't help it.
But do they
man.
say like rude,
they can't help. They don't.
creepy stuff, or
Hey, they
is it
say
like
everything.
attractive?
They say
sexy,
everything,
like,
sister.
You know,
They say everything, and then I can't blame them. If I was them, I would say something too.
But see, but you like it though. You like it because you over here.
Oh, I
seeing
love
it.
it.
I can tell you, Grant.
I love
Welcome
it.
to Analogy Racist Cocaine.
But
Thank you, Mr. She said. Thank you.
Hold on. I'll say this though, right? I do have to agree to like what CKQ says. It does happen to women more because look, you know, unfortunately, you have more thirsty men that's out there, but you have thirsty women too.
Yes.
But a lot of them see, you have to understand, men and women do things in a certain type of way. See, the reason why it may seem okay that men do it a lot more, right? Because men are more aggressive, they're more assertive, but women are more passive in their approach. This is how women
that's true.
You know, some
That's
women
true.
are when they even want to get your attention. Hold on, I gotta take off the glasses real quick. Oh, let me zoom myself in. They're like this. And that's it. If you don't talk to them, if you don't approach them within like 3.5 seconds within that range, she's done. You know, and she's moving on to the next. And she's already thinking that you don't like her.
That's not.
Oh nah. That's not true. They will follow you into the aisles just like the men will. Not only that, we also seen in the M3. You seen a couple of clips because I sent them to you. The paternity court thing. How these women be hounding these dudes on paternity court on YouTube. Watch that show if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? And they be hounding them. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Women delusional." Thank you, Mr. He said, I see you, brother. I see you. Women are delusional. Yes, they are.
A specific type of women, though. That's not us.
Right.
That's not the type of women we are.
I don't follow nobody anywhere.
No, nobody. I have never. I've shot my shot. Literally, shot my shot.
Oh, you get into the Matrix, though, Zoo?
Yeah, she's in the Matrix.
I guess YouTube is like, man, that's enough. Hopefully she'll come back.
Yeah, she will.
Okay, Coach Cam, what do you think about all this?
I said I have proof that everyone wants me, so I don't know.
You say okay.
Let me just say this: it's not because of how I look, because I don't think I'm the finest woman on the planet, but I think it's because of what I do and my purpose. Like it just makes me a more attractive person. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to do with your looks all the time. I carry myself with confidence, so And I'm in a predominantly male sport. I'm the only one that smells good in the gym.
Huh?
That's true too, though.
Hey, I like that.
No, nah, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Hold on.
The
So
Why
Chanel
let me
you
ask
mad?
you.
Mr. Intellectual,
No,
why
I'm not
you
mad. I'm not
that
mad.
we cocky?
No, Mr. Intellectual is not mad, and he don't need nobody, and he's not alone. Listen, let me tell you this, right?
We didn't say that.
Let me say this, right? At the end of the day, right? I'm never alone. Let me say this, right? At the end of the day,
Oh.
right? Let me say this real quick. At the end of the day, right? Why is it at times, right, that y'all cannot handle rejection? You know, we used to rejection. You know what I mean? But let's say y'all see Michael B. Jordan or whatever, and you know, you see him in the Target. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. And Michael B. Jordan like, I'm cool, sister. Have a good day. Yeah, it seems like y'all can't handle the rejection. Why can't y'all handle it? Why?
Okay, I think there's some women that can't handle it because they think that they're that fine, that they're the type of fine that is superficial, right? Like they need the validation, they need that. I will walk right by that man and be like, okay, have a good day, sir. Like you're here on a normal day. If you're not trying to talk to me in a respectful way, then you're not trying to approach me like that. And that has nothing to do with me. Like, I don't think about when I'm out here, if I'm looking good for myself and my boo or whatever, whoever I'm trying to look good for, right? But not like I don't care about, sure, your compliments will be thanked, right? But I'm not here for them. I'm here for my boo's compliments and like, you know, what you got to say about me? How cute do I look to you? Because if I look that cute to you, then you should be telling me all that stuff and I'm going to want to be on top of you. Not
Azul.
all these other people trying to, you know.
Azul, I like the way how you play that into it, right? Because you said, right, if you're not trying to talk to me respectfully, right? But see, what if he reject you in a respectful manner? He just probably be like, hey, you know, like I appreciate you for, I don't know, saying X, Y to the C, but you know, I'm not interested, and he's being respectful. How do you guys handle that? Because a lot of times, and I'm not saying like you, Coach Cam, you or Azul personally, but a lot of times, you know, when people are, because you know the majority, and they go for it, a man that they like, and they reject them respectfully. What I usually see is like they get upset. They think that they like someone else other than women. So those are things that I don't normally hear. But what you guys think about that?
I mean, it doesn't, for me, if you reject me, you reject me. I don't take it any kind of way. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, so you know.
Yes. I'm tequila, baby.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, okay. All right, I feel you. All right, I have like another relationship question before we kind of veer into like the boxing part. Well, actually, it's a little bit of both.
So you don't want me to drop the bomb yet in 300? You want me to drop the bomb yet? You want me to chill?
What's
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, it's coming.
But oh no, in due time. Okay, be patient, Azul. Okay, two things, right? How often? Well, no, I'm not gonna read that part. It's the part where it talks about. Okay, in dating, right? Have men ever felt intimidated by you when you tell them that you box? Like men who are not used to like who's not into that boxing field. Do you think that it's more preferred as a woman box as female boxer as yourself? Do you feel like women who box should date other boxers, to be aligned with them? Because maybe men are intimidated if they're not into that type of field. What do you think, Coach Cam?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think not more so. I mean, they are intimidated by me until they get to know me, because I know my social media alone can or cannot look intimidating, but I know 9 times out of 10 it does look intimidating. But I think what men are more weary of is the fact that I'm around other men every single day. Like
Really?
A regular man could probably not handle that. You know, the time that I have to spend in the gym all day, every day with all types of fighters, you know, that can be intimidating to another person. So I think it's more so what I do for a living is what's intimidating. So
I wasn't really expecting that because I feel like, I mean, as I don't know, because I guess I'm not like an insecure type of dude, but do you feel like that's insecurity or do you feel like that's a man's reaction to be protective?
I mean, like, I've had guys who have tried to date me or get with me and tell me, well, if you're going to be with me, you can't be a boxing coach no more. I'm
Oh,
not about
really?
to have you around all those men. So I think it is an insecurity thing. I don't know, maybe dude couldn't fight or
Yeah.
whatever the case is, but I think it's more of an insecurity within themselves. But yeah, to answer your other question, I think it's best for me to date somebody in my field because they know how much time it takes to be in the gym. They know
Hmm.
what it takes to prepare for a professional fight, an amateur fight. You know, I know what it takes for them to prepare for a fight. I know what they got to go through, the weight cuts, the training, everything like that. So there's that medium that we both have. You know, if I were to ever date anybody, yeah. So
Okay, okay, I got you. And
I'm gonna ask Azubelia the same thing. So Azul,
oh yeah, 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 I can't
does
forget
so-
about you.
does
But
somebody have to be in your field? You know what I mean? For you to date them, do they have to be in the art and all that other stuff? Do they got to be in that field?
No, and you know what? I don't really like it when people try to date me, and they're like, "Let's do art like as a date thing or something." Because I'm like, you're just trying to use whatever you think I'm already like into. But I'm like, that's sometimes work for me, so it's not the same, you know. Like I don't get to explore a different type of world. I feel that a lot of relationships, and I just read this or saw this somewhere that women are able to smell certain type of hormone that you guys give off, right? That men give off. So
mhm.
that we are
Testosterone, uh-huh.
no, well, no, it was a
No,
specific
it's
other one. Um,
Pheromones.
pheromones. Yeah, that's
no,
it.
I don't know, but it whatever. Anyway, so this specific one, because this specific one is one. I don't think it's those specifically. That's I'm like I don't know. That's not important right now. But
Hmm.
it's to attract. It you can smell something that tells about that person specifically. So like if you are, damn it, sorry you guys, I don't want to be stuck in traffic. um, when you are, let's say you're like a more calm person, right? You're more chill, you're more responsible.
Mhm.
You have, you don't really be out there doing, you know, crazy ass stuff to have fun. You just do regular things to have fun. You give off a certain type of smell of has to have more 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 growth within the relationship within themselves or whatever. So that sometimes
Mhm.
Hmm.
basically like we are our noses or whatever, we're more attracted to the smell of somebody that's completely opposite to us. That's why we like the bad boys sometimes or whatnot, opposed to somebody that
Hey,
is more common like us, because we the other smell smells different to us than someone like us. So we are going to be able to tell more on the person that smells different than us opposed to somebody that is just like me. I just smell myself, you know. So I'm not gonna I mean it's definitely an attraction, but it's not gonna be like that type of, you know, a romantic attraction to them. So it's not gonna give me that vibe. But to be honest with you, I feel like so much of it is mental and people don't think about relationships like that. I do. And I don't really like I could really think about a relationship and have it be one specific thing and it be just that one thing. You know, it doesn't have to be
Mhm.
all of the things. So
Yeah.
in being in a relationship, it could be so many different varieties of type of relationship you could have with certain type of people. But people don't look at it like that. They look at it
so,
as you're mine, I'm
so,
yours, and that's it.
so Azubelia, is that smell? Is that fragrance that you're talking about? Is that cool water? Is it cool water?
It was the cool water.
You look for that
It's not
Chanel.
cool water? You sure? Are you
Hey,
sure?
you spray something. Cool water was like in high school. Papa was going out with that.
Hey, it still works. It still works.
Oh God.
Oh man.
All right. All right. Let me ask you ladies this. All right. I'll start with Coach Cam and then Azul, you can follow up with this one. How often do you hear men say, oh, well, I guess this is going to have to be personal for you guys. So how often do you hear men say, oh, wow, girl, you're too pretty to be a boxer?
Ooh.
All the time. You should be a ring girl.
Oh.
Oh, he showed himself. Oh no, that's a different
No,
person.
that's not.
Shout out to Bruiser. Thank you for tuning
Shout out
in.
to Bruiser. What up?
What's going on, people? What's going on, family?
That's much,
Good,
Bruiser. Thank you
family.
for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. And we're looking
Appreciate
forward to
the
the interview
invite.
with you too. I don't know, anytime. You know, I'm gonna get to you in just a minute, Bruiser, because I know
Is that
you
the
probably
bomb
have
that you
some.
guys were talking about?
Hmm?
Is this the bomb that you guys were talking about?
No.
Oh, okay,
Hold
okay.
on.
You gotta relax.
I'm sorry. It's because I thought this was like you guys done release something else, and then like you're bringing us back to another part of the conversation. I was just like, are we here? Is it this?
Hey, don't get too nervous. It's nothing
I'm
like
not
that,
nervous.
right?
Please.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm sorry, Coach Cam. So you said like you hear that like a lot,
Yes.
which I know that's very cringing. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. So
is that's like I want to say like a red flag, but that's more of like a number one turnoff. You just get like, let's just say, imagine you get into a cool conversation with someone. You're like, man, this person, like, he looks good. He's got that Chanel cologne going on. He's articulating himself very well. He's putting me in a space of mind. And then you tell him like, like your profession, and he's like, damn, girl, right? I know you like you box and all, but you too pretty to be a boxer.
yeah, it is a turnoff. But the biggest turnoff for me is if we're on a date and you start talking to me about Floyd Mayweather. That pisses me off. I don't want to talk about that. I don't care to talk about that. Okay, talk to me about something else. Like immediately you want to talk about boxing because you know I'm a boxing coach. I don't like that. That's a turnoff.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because like you feel like, well, okay, I shouldn't like try to assume, but why is it a turnoff if they talk about boxing in a date? No, but knowing that they know that you're a boxing coach.
Ask me about other things other than why I think Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time. Not about, like, I don't know. But I just feel like there's other things, other conversations to be had. Yeah. Or again, another turnoff is because of my platform. They just want to say they went out with Coach Cam. That's another turnoff.
I get you.
Yeah.
Like you want the people to kind of know you, like, for you, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cam as opposed to Coach Cam.
Right.
That makes sense. Azul Baya, what's your biggest turnoff?
I feel like people don't, like, they think, or they just they just don't think beyond their, like, the thought of the joke, I guess, or whatnot. And it's just a turnoff. It's really a turnoff when you're talking to people that are below your, like, mind capacity, right? Because then you have to dumb things down or whatnot. So especially if you're dating someone and then they're trying to approach you in that matter, it doesn't come off like that to you. It comes off like, this is whack, I'm just wasting my time, because they don't know how to stimulate your brain with the right words.
So when they end up saying something dumb, it's just like, like she said, like I don't want to go out and hear about your thoughts about my career. It's kind of like, first might come off as criticizing it, and then you're telling me about things I don't want to hear. Plus, you're not taking my brain and my mind away from something that I've been doing all day, dealing with it all day, possibly, every single day. So it's just like, are we dating? Or are you just wanting to hear about my job? Because, that's not where we are right now. So,
Okay.
It's a turn off.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. Now, Mr. Bruiser. Okay. Glad that you're here, my brother.
What's up,
Now, nothing much. So, we're just having like a lovely live talk with Coach Cam. And then we have Azul Baya in here, along with me and Mr. Intellectual SoapBox. Do you have any questions per se for like Coach Cam or for like Azul Baya? Or anything comes to your mind?
My only question is, I noticed somebody stated that everybody wants them. Whenever they go into like a location that they get hit on all the time.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, if you are single, why are you single?
Yeah, okay.
I'm single because just because you approach me doesn't mean that I'm gonna like you, and doesn't mean that you're quality. You are looking at me and possibly sexualizing, not you, like whomever. They might be sexualizing me. They might be thinking about me in a specific way. They're not approaching me with my intentions. They're approaching me with their intentions. So, I'm not going to want to just be with everybody that I'm with. I'm just not attracted to them like that. Sorry, you guys. I'm just not attracted to everybody like that. So it takes specific little things that I'm like, okay, I would want to be with you. I think we would be good together to try a relationship. And relationships to me aren't like, I don't like those mini relationships that you just date someone and you figure them out and then they show their true colors and then that's it, which is normal nowadays. I'd rather wait and be by myself and be happy within myself and by myself and in my life around me than be in a relationship where it's not going anywhere, not doing anything, and it's not for the long run.
How long are you willing to wait? Like, do you actually believe that you have the time to wait?
What, am I on a countdown or something?
I'd advocate that all women are on a time frame.
For what? From what?
Okay, so do you value having children, a family?
Valuing it and wanting it, or me already having it, is several different things. I think it depends on where you are. Like, if you are looking for a woman that is within a certain range of what you're looking for, basically looking for a woman that also is looking to have kids, then you are wanting to be with her within the time that she's able to have kids, right? And then you would also want to be within the time that you're able to have kids, if are able to have children. But in my situation, like, if it doesn't happen for me naturally, which I already have a child, he's older and stuff, but if it doesn't happen for me naturally, again, if I want it, if my partner wants it, then it's okay. It's not going to change like my whole being, to the sense that I'm going to stop functioning because I can no longer do this one thing that I possibly could have at one point, or it's just not a possible thing for me. Because as a woman, I honestly have to analyze my life and my being, as in, maybe I just won't ever be able to. Maybe if I hadn't had my son, it doesn't mean that I would have always been able to have kids, Maybe my ex didn't work. Maybe my partner's sperm didn't work, So you can't really, I wouldn't want to prefer to think about a relationship of being with somebody and loving this person through and through, all the way through everything, with the thought of, I'm gonna have a baby with this person. That's the reason I want to be with them. Or she's still in her ovulating time, so she's good to be a partner. What if that one partner that isn't that good ovulating time is going to be a total asshole to you all your days of your life? And what if you get hurt and you're like paralyzed and they leave you? And what if you have, I wouldn't want to think of a relationship like that. I would want to think of the relationship as in, can this man provide the things that I would want to have in my relationship with him? Can I provide the things that he wants in the relationship? Are we a good combination? Do we love each other to that extent? Do we feel that we could learn to grow and learn to adapt to the things that we don't know in the relationship, that we might not agree? Because there's always going to be those things. Because there's always going to be those things because you're different people. You grew up in different places. You think differently. So relationships and having that time frame that people put on women all the time on giving birth is nothing to do with each other to me. I mean, some to do with each other. If you want to get married and all that, you want to build a full relationship with them.
So you said a lot of ifs, and it's a lot to unpack. So it sounds like your ifs were aligned with a fear almost. Like, what if this happens? What if this fails? So is it safe to say that you?
It's not ifs for me. It's because it's different how people think about them. It's from different perspectives, not because of mine. From my specific perspective, that's different. Like, mine, I don't really look at relationships like that. I don't have to have a kid with you to love you deeply. We could adopt.
Okay, minus the kids, with just a basic relationship, you realize that even without kids, or even with being infertile or on the risk of having geriatric pregnancies, you still lose value the longer you wait, the older you get.
I don't see it like that. It's
but that's the thing, though. The thing is, the value is you should see the value from the person you want to attract and the person that you want to be with.
Yes,
you got to be able to understand what did they value in you, and you try to be on your best, try to be on your square. So Coach, she's probably, maybe, I don't know how old y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I know you in shape, you're in the gym, all that stuff, you fit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your relationship status, but you say everybody wants you. What's the reason why you're not single?
You talking to me, or?
I mean, yeah, what is the reason why you're single? Like, why are you single if everyone wants you?
Oh,
okay.
Well, that was the reason why I'm single is the last person that I was engaged to made me choose between him and my career as far as being a boxing coach. And I feel like if I would have chose him, I wouldn't be living out my purpose as a coach now. I'm not saying I don't want to be in a relationship, but one thing is I really haven't had any time. It's a lot that goes into what I do that requires my attention, that I haven't had time to date anybody or really get to know a specific person that's going to be important in my life. So I do want to get married. I have a son, but I do want more kids. But it's not that moment right now.
So you're gonna be a coach longer than you can be a wife. That's basically what you're saying.
No, absolutely not. But I do plan on having a brand and making sure that it's successful longer than me being a wife. Yes, for my son. Yes.
So you don't.
I think for some people, for a lot of men,
the reason why you want to do it, and you want to go put in the hours and the time, because you don't trust that any man can come in your life and take the totem pole and do it for you.
I haven't had that. No, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I don't trust any man. I don't. I've been through. I mean, I know we've all been through a lot, but for me, I've been through a lot, and it's hard for me to trust a man. Yes.
You had a man that was willing to do it, and he was engaged to you, and was willing to pull the trigger on it.
Right.
And you stepped away because you value being a coach more than being a wife.
He wanted me to step away from my career because he didn't trust me in the gym.
And you're talking about like your engaged person, right? Okay.
Yeah. This was after the man that was beating me, my previous relationship, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys something. Sorry. If a woman would ask you guys to leave your career,
Why would a
Absolutely.
woman ask a man to leave
Why
his
you
career
look like
when
that? Why would you ask a woman to leave her career?
because what
So
it
like,
was what do you
but answer me.
okay,
Would
what do
you
you
do it?
value what do you value in a man?
No,
You value
answer
him,
me if you would do it or not.
no, because my whole purpose and my whole point of being a man in a family is to provide and protect. Once I relinquish that, I'm no longer there serving my purpose in the family.
It wasn't. It
You are
wasn't
not
because
serving the purpose that you think, right? But it's
no.
different because
I've
other
said,
people
listen,
could
I've said
approach it
this.
in different ways.
I've said this once, right? And I stand on it, and I'm never going to move off of this. In order for me to do something in which a woman wants me to do something that she wants me to do, she has to be an 8 or a 10, which means Holly Berry Janet Jackson level as far as looks, and she has to be completely submissive. Completely submissive.
What does that mean exactly?
It's not hard. It's not hard to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Has to
I
be
want
an
to know.
8 or a
I mean,
10.
people have their own understanding of that.
If you don't know
Completely
what submissive
submissive.
means, that means you don't have the trait.
I know what submissive is. I know
There you go.
what the definition of the word means. But I'm asking you, what does that mean exactly in a relationship?
That submissive means that what I say goes. I'm the man. I'm the head of the household. I'm the head honcho. I'm the leader. And if I say, if I wake up in the morning, I say, look, can you go in the kitchen and make me some pancakes and some almond milk? That's what's going down. If I say this is what we're doing the whole day, that's what's going down.
For
Completely
example,
submissive.
Wait, hold on, guys. Let me break down with this submission part, because the thing is, like, everybody's going to try to make this as a controversial type of statement.
It's going to be controversial no matter what.
So with submissive, right? Okay, I always tell people this. It's about cooperation, okay, and trusting in the person that you're with. Okay, you're trusting in his leadership. Mm-hmm. So, and shout outs to Fresh and Fit for breaking this down. Well, Fit, but anyways. So the thing is, if somebody, well, no, actually, no, that was Andrew Tate. If somebody was to try to say, okay, if a woman's giving you the okay, right, to lead her, okay, because once you're in that relationships is all about compromise, agreements, you know what I mean, and transactions. So if the woman's allowing you, okay, because she has to be the woman that allows a person, right, to lead and take control of her life. That doesn't mean that you're my slave. That doesn't mean you do everything, jump off a cliff and jump high whenever I tell you to do. It's that everybody understands certain roles. So if a woman, let's say in an example, needs a guidance or protection from a man, okay, like the average woman, and that man is saying like, okay, because I love you, you're my wife, you're my girl, whatever, I'm going to make sure that when you're with me presently, I will make sure that you are protected. I will make sure that I will counsel, anytime when you need my help to the best of my ability. So the give and take into that is that you put your trust into the man that you're with, but you have to also understand that if he's telling you not to do certain things, he's doing that to protect you, not to try to harm you and make you look foolish. So if he says, hey, don't go into that bar is dangerous, but you're saying that you don't tell me what to do. I'm my own independent woman. And you go into a bar and you disregard his advice, you're disregarding his protection of you, because you never know what is going to happen. But obviously, and I'm just putting that as an analogy, like we have certain roles, like men and women are totally different. Everybody has certain roles that they could do. Hopefully that makes sense.
I mean, yes, that's part of it, but also it's me telling you what to do sometimes. Sometimes I'm just going to tell you flat out what to do. And that's just what it is going to be.
Yeah, it's certain people that think about relationships in a certain way, right? Some people are wanting to be more controlling. Some people want it to be more free. Some people want it to be more like that. That's where all the ifs come into place, because everybody thinks about it in their own perspective. Everybody doesn't think the same across the board. So they're not going to think that, because my submissive is somebody that's going to guide me all the way through. No harm is ever going to come to me. He's going to think and hold me up like so freaking high, because that's what I'm going to do with him or with her or whatnot. It doesn't apply to like, because you're the male that you run me. No. And I have worked and built up my career in so many ways, in so many different capacities, that I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me, because you might not be here tomorrow. Tomorrow you might wake up and there might be something wrong and you're going to leave or whatnot. No, it's not necessarily fear.
You just said Mike.
Listen, it's not necessarily fear. It could happen. It has happened to people. It's not because I'm scared that it will happen to me. It's a thing of life. Like, I'm gonna have to deal with it, right? So I think about things like that as in, I'm gonna look at it as in, it was an experience. There was a lesson I needed to learn. There was a lesson I didn't need to learn or whatnot, or things that I need to be aware of. That's what I'm gonna think of. Me personally, I'm gonna think about that way, because that's the person that I am, and that's who I strive to
Azul,
be.
you can avoid all that by listen. Sometimes you women are so fearful of being played that you get played anyway. Listen.
No.
This is listen. This is all you gotta do. This is all you gotta do, right?
No.
All you have to do, Azul, I'm telling you, please, I'm telling you, if you listen to me, I'm telling you, you will not even think about this. Get with a man who has a plan, right? If a man has a plan, he is serious about you. If you don't have a plan, if you don't know what you're gonna eat, if you don't know, oh well, I don't know how to. If the plan is off in any moment, he can't tell you his plan for you in his life through conversations that you have already had with him. Do not take that man seriously.
That's
he's not taking you seriously.
You're not thinking about the situation as in the relationship. You're thinking about it.
I'm telling you the nature of men, sister.
Wait.
Hold on, Intellectual SoapBox. Go
I
ahead.
already know how that is. I already know. But I'm saying,
how?
Okay, never mind. Those were my thoughts.
Well, hold on. This is my thing. Women, okay, this is the thing. Women, y'all, okay. Y'all cannot tell men the nature of men when we telling you the nature of men. Like, we move and operate a certain way. And when we serious about you, we gonna move a certain way. When we not serious, we gonna move a certain way. Like, it's just obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really hard to tell. You ain't gotta be fearful. You ain't got to go do none of that. Like, you'll be able to see it. The signs will be there. Like, I'm telling you, it is not hard, sisters. It's not hard. Y'all make it harder than what it is.
No, you're making it hard right now, because you're not even addressing the type of women that we are. You guys are looking and talking about completely different women. We don't think like that. We're not those type of women that you guys are actually talking about. We don't think like that. And you guys are generalizing not only us, but you guys. Like, not all men are like you guys. They are different. Some of them think completely different than you. Some of them don't need to boss me around to, like, for all the stuff to be a certain way. And sometimes it is bossing around. Sometimes it's not bossing around. Sometimes it's guidance, like one of y'all said. Guidance and bossing around and thinking that you have ownership over someone feels and acts and sounds and everything completely different. It is not the same approach. Because if you guys study the behavior of human beings, we don't approach things in the same direction when it's emotionally based. So when all these different emotions come into place that you want to be more possessive, it's approached differently. Like you said, sometimes it is going to be what I say. No, to the type of woman that I am, you can't talk to me like that. You need to approach me in a certain way. Where if you want me to do something for you, you need to approach it in the way that I'm not going to feel like you're talking to me like you're crazy, or like you think that I'm a item that you have possession over.
Yeah, sure.
Why do we got to go to the extreme whenever we talk about submission? Why does every woman think that?
Because that's what I was asking you guys. I was asking, what is submission to you guys? And you didn't want to explain it because you said you quote unquote no.
So women only submit to men who are supportive. goal-driven, ambitious, and purposeful. You know, a man who brings this to tend to get, you know, what he wants and need from a woman, and therefore has a lasting marriage.
Yes, okay, but that's different than how Mr. Intellectual said it, because he said it like, nah, sometimes you're gonna do what I say, right? And I'm gonna want you to get up, and I'm gonna want you to do this. You're not gonna ask me like that if you're that type of man. You're gonna be like, hey, baby.
Okay, so here's a better example for you, and that's fine what he said. So here's a good example of submission. Coach Cam is about to get engaged.
I got him in 3.
Mm-hmm. She got to drop her career and allow her future husband to do the heavy lifting. If he's proven, you know what I'm saying, and she vetted him long enough to open up her legs to him, to have a sexual intimate relationship, hadn't he passed the test to be able to be the sole provider and allow her to retire?
But does she want to retire? Because that's the thing.
No, because
if I want to retire, I'm good, baby. Whatever you want, right?
That's my point. Because she's not submissive. If she was submissive, and she recognized that he has the necessary values to carry the load, then she would be in a relationship.
Sometimes it's not about carrying the load. We do things for passion, you guys. We do them because we like to do those things, not because like we need to do it for, you know, paying the bills or whatever. Cool. If it's talking about survival or whatnot, that's different. That's a different situation.
That's what we're talking about.
Passion, no, you're not, because I'm pretty sure that she loves to do this. This is a passion of hers.
Actually, right here, I do. Yeah. I love what I do.
Yeah.
We know that she loved to do it.
Actually, I have. I was supposed to train like 30 minutes ago. I thought this was only going to be an hour, so I didn't want to stop anybody from the debacle you guys were having. So
I appreciate it. Hold on, everybody. Right? I'll just say this like really quick, okay? Like, you know, some people to put some proper balance into this, okay? Like I said this before, you know, I still kind of believe relationships about compromise. You know, I mean, look, I'm not going to judge and be like, okay, you know, a woman that I probably just met and expecting for her to give up everything just in order to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Personally for me, I would not want that, especially if you're doing something that's for the greater good or for the benefit for other people. You know what I mean? Now, if it was something like, okay, you meet somebody and they're doing OnlyFans, you know what I mean? That's something that I'd be like, okay, like, what's the benefit of this? But then I had to ask the guy too, why are you dating someone that is in a career that you don't really approve of? Just to put a proper balance into that.
Yeah.
Not even that. Like, you're not about to tell me to stop something that I started to do that saved my life. You're not about to do that to me. You're not going to do that.
It's fair.
And that's fine. If that doesn't make me submissive, then that doesn't make me submissive. But I love what I do. I love how I help people. I love what I stand for now, because this wasn't the same person I was before.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It doesn't have to be fear just because we want to keep something that we love. That's like keeping you. So I'm going to be scared to keep you?
That's why we teach men. That's why we teach men never to get married until you're ready to have a family.
Okay.
True. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick. Sometimes, listen, I had this conversation with the women in my family over the weekend. All right, and I meant every word I said, because there may be a point within the near future, or maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now, where I'm not here to lead them. I'm not here to be there to make sure that they're good. I'm not here to be there to sacrifice for them and be the man and be the head of the family. You know what I mean? And I said this to him. I said, yeah, sometimes I say shit that's not nice. And I say it in a not nice way because the world ain't nice. My grandmother was the most stern person, one of the most stern people I ever met. And this was a woman. Okay? And she said, son, I'm being hard on you because the world is hard. So yeah, I'm going to be hard sometimes because it's hard out here. So I got to come at you raw. Especially if I done told you something 2-3 times. I'm not going to come at you the 4th time nice. I'm going to say, pick that shit up. Because I done came at you 2-3 times nicely. The 4th time, I'm coming raw. Yes, sir. Show the cologne, baby. You know how we do. I'm coming at you raw. I wish I had the cool water right now, but it's in the room. Listen, I'm coming at you raw next time. That 4th time. And that's just what it is. I don't want you to quit your career. I don't want you to stop doing your passion. I'm gonna always employ your passion, and I'm always gonna support your passion because that's your passion. I would never ever diminish somebody's passion or what they love to do. I would never do that. But when it comes to basic shit in the home that I'm telling you to do, and basic things I'm telling you to do to make our life better, and you just don't want to listen, and you want to be all this independent woman type shit, I ain't got time for that.
Can I say that? Can I say this?
I got a brother I know right now. He has to debate with his woman on what Walmart they're gonna go to.
You gonna go next, Coach Cam?
I'm not doing that, and that's all I gotta say.
So I'm from a Filipino. I'm Filipino. I that's why you guys were like, well, she doesn't know how to be submissive. I have a full family of women that are submissive to men. Just because I tell men what to do in my profession because I am a boxing coach doesn't mean that I don't know how to be submissive. If my man tells me I can't do something, like, no, look, when my ex-fiance told me to stop being a coach, it wasn't because he didn't want me to work. He wanted me to relax. He got it. Babe, I got you. We good. It was because he didn't trust me for no reason.
Right.
Like, to me, that's not a good enough reason. And if I would have listened to him, look at all the lives that I wouldn't have changed if I didn't choose my passion over his insecurities. But my mom is very submissive to my dad. My aunts are submissive women. I'm Asian. I know what being submissive is. I know what it is. When he said, oh, cook me some pancakes, done. But right after I cook you your pancakes, I gotta go to work. But you're gonna get your pancakes though. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I know how to be submissive.
We didn't say you didn't know how. We was just saying you were
faced I didn't know how. This one in the bottom right here.
I said we were faced with a situation where you didn't exercise submission.
Oh,
you was faced with.
But look at how the situation was presented to me.
Yeah. And that's what,
especially because I supported him when he didn't have anything, and I believed in his dreams and his passion. That's not fair to me.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, oh, sorry.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I was just saying, I know, look, just because I'm in the field that I'm in doesn't mean I don't know how to be a woman. I like to be protected. I like to, I like to feel protected. I like to feel I have a strong man. That shit'll never go away. I'm still a woman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What would you value more was your position of where you're at in coaching and connecting with other people and changing their lives. You value that more than having a family.
That might have been more valuable.
What is
That's why I tell men don't get married until they get ready to have kids, because women are not valuing marriage. It used to be at the beginning of their priority list, but now it's at the very bottom.
No, but if it's valuable to be with that one person, or that person brings that much value to you, then it's different. You look at marriage differently. Like if it were to be on a silver platter right now, it's different than it not being on one. Because someone is approaching me in a bad way, no, why would I want to be stuck with this person? Because if I'm gonna marry someone, that's it. We together till we die. So it's different than like thinking about it as in we're gonna be together until we just can't do this shit no more because we're tired of each other.
He was not valuable enough to call the shots. That's all I'm saying. He was valuable enough for her to say I do when he got on the knee and get a projected date to get married, but he wasn't valuable enough to call the shots. That's what I'm saying. And a man in a relationship and a family, if he's to have a successful family and leave a legacy for his children, and if he's to raise young men and lead by example, he can't do that with a woman who doesn't value him to call the shots. Sort of like what Mr. Intellectual SoapBox said. And the compromising thing, yeah, you do that in the beginning of the relationship before you get in there. But once you set the expectation and you identify your roles in a relationship, you can minimize compromising.
I think a fair way to say this pretty much, right, is that like, now I understand like if a man is asking like, okay, let's say an example, if Coach Cam was spending more time training or in the gym, but not enough time investing into the relationship, I can see like where that's an issue. But in her defense, this is more of like, okay, maybe some things wasn't communicated before you got down on one knee. And now all of a sudden, you're trying to tell someone, knowing that you probably at one point supported her passion or supported her dream up to a certain point, and now you're trying to take that away. And to me, I'm just saying in that particular moment, I don't think that's really fair for her, only because, like I said, of that particular situation. You know what I mean? If you're in a relationship with someone, and if it's something that you don't like, men and women need to start addressing things. Don't wait until like you get emotionally tied into the relationship, and now you want to say, "Hey, what you did before, yeah, I supported you, but now I don't support you no more." You know what I mean? So I can understand, like, at least at that part where she's coming from, but I also understand where you're coming from too, like Bruiser. You know, when it comes to family or try to, procreate. Okay, what are your values the most? Once you say I do, you know, you hey, I mean the husband and the wife, everything else, like your family does come first. If that's tearing the family as opposed to building the family, I could see where you come from, where that could be a problem. But Coach K's personal, stance is that, hey, life was good, and all of a sudden he just switched up on her.
And I never said that none of y'all didn't know how to be submissive. I just gave my definition of submissive. That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I ain't never said nobody know how to be submissive or not.
I will go out on a limb and say Azul, her fears will prevent her from being submissive. I don't know if she had an experience in the past that's causing her to move that way with a precaution to everything. But it just sounds like she'll never be in a relationship with that kind of mentality.
Wow, that's so crazy for you to say without even knowing me though. Cause like this mini conversation with like a few minutes, I basically drove home 30 minutes, right? You don't know me like that to know that how I really fully think about everything, because we're talking in a situation where like 5 people are giving their opinions on it, right? And we're debating, we're kind of, going back and forth on it or whatnot, but it's not the same as you really kind of knowing to a depth that you really kind of understand, not even kind of, but that you really understand where I'm coming from with this and where I come from as a whole, where you obviously didn't see that. I'm not talking in my perspective, I'm talking about in several different perspectives, not my own, because my opinion in this situation, it really wouldn't hit as good as being able to view everybody else's, because it's not just one type of man out there, it's not just one type of woman out there. There's a big variety of how people think.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't. So help me understand if I'm wrong then, because
but why do you need to be right though? Like, you don't know me, so how do you know what it would be between how my relationships are?
I don't
You
need to
don't
be
even
right
know
or
if
wrong.
I'm in a relationship or not.
I'm just trying to have an understanding of what you're saying.
What
Because
do you need
I'm just going by what you're giving me. I'm just going by the energy you're giving me and the conversation.
Yes, but what is it that you're asking me?
I mean, I asked you earlier. You say you get hit on a lot, and I asked you why are you single, and everything that you said was, oh, if I do this and if I do this, this could happen, and if I do that, that's could happen.
I said I choose to be single because the people that approach me are not people that I would want to be with. That's what I said. You could go back and look at it afterwards. But that's
okay. So you got a habit of attracting the people that's not good for you.
No.
So that maybe then
no.
It's
No. That's not what I said. You're misinterpreting that. I said that people are attracted to me. They think I'm attractive. It doesn't mean that just because they think I'm attractive that I'm bringing those people in like that. It doesn't mean that it's they're really gonna want to have,
right?
Yeah, but it's not always with an intentions for a relationship.
Okay, so
Sometimes
a
they are
percentage
just.
on a
Oh my
percentage
god,
from
I
0
can't
to
talk.
100,
I'm
how
sorry, you
often
guys,
is
but
it?
I cannot talk when you're not even letting me finish the whole statement on what you're asking me. You're the one asking me.
Okay, so on a percentage from 0 to 100, how often are they approaching you on a level of where they want to be in a relationship versus they just want to smash?
I don't
Hold
put
on,
myself in that situation.
hold on, real quick. I gotta get to Mr. Glucose after this conversation.
Hey man, what's going on?
Not much, Mr. Glucose. How are you?
Yeah, I'm driving, I'm listening to the conversation and I heard something very important that's going on. Like, as I'm saying, as I'm noticing, again, as us guys sometimes, when women speak, they don't think long term. Now, it's gonna come off as offensive, but it's not, right? They have a
Mhm.
scared mindset. They don't want to think long term about the relationship, so they're focused about now, like getting their eggs together, like in one basket. Whether it's financially or for safety or location wise. And then once they think they have everything, then they worry about getting somebody else to move in or to live in or move to them, right? But in this instance, the word submissive is coming off as offensive because you have a lot of people on the internet, they keep using the word with multiple different meanings. And as us guys, we're not the only ones on the internet. Women, they're seeing this and they talk amongst their one another's, they gossip amongst their one another's. And if they see someone saying the word submissive in a way that is in a controlling way, even though as us guys, we know we're not meaning it in a possessive way or like, hey, you my slave now, so you gotta do whatever I say. But they're seeing it like that, because again, this whole Kevin Samuels thing died. Once he died, he died, so he can't speak for himself no more. So this is why you got like the passport bro movements, people saying women in this country is no good, and they're just looking up to a new role model or somebody new to get meanings like submission or cooperate. And so at this point, we just can't rush women and how can I put this? We can't rush them and say, hey, you need to get in a relationship, because at one point they're going to get it. You know what I mean? So, like, what's his name? Bruiser. Like, he was asking her how many times a dude is approaching you for relationship. Like, all of that stuff, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you know, that it is what it is, man. Women just gonna be women. You know what I mean?
This is already funny to me.
Okay.
Huh?
Well,
What's
well,
that?
say last part, Azu.
I think it's funny how you guys are like portraying the conversation. Not
No,
from
I'm
every single thing that you guys are saying, but like some of the things that you guys are saying, it's just like wow.
no. I heard what you said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're focused about now. I mean, it's natural. That's what women do. You know what I mean? Guys,
No, I'm not focused on now. I'm
oh my God.
focused on now. I'm focused on later. I'm focused on what happened in the past. I'm focused on all of it. You guys are thinking about it in just like one little thing, marriage,
No,
relationship,
I'm not.
that one little thing. But you're making it seem like if I'm saying it like that, like if I'm just focused on the now, not thinking about it later, not thinking about the whole future as a whole, not thinking about like how you guys think about marriage and how you think about relationships. I'm telling y'all that there's more than one way of looking at it like that. And it's okay for all those ways. It's okay that you guys don't think like other people do, because there are people out there that think the way that you do. They think about marriage in the way that you do, and they align it the same exact way. They think submissive and possession and all that stuff that you guys said is the same way that you say. Other people don't think about it like that. They might think that when you say those words, they are triggering words to them. And they don't take it in that way. They take it as a bad thing instead of the quote unquote good thing that you guys are saying that it is.
But when I
But you
speak, I
see,
try to speak in a way to educate people, to just raise awareness of how things are in society, and try to be as close as I can to reality, and also try to speak to the majority and not the minority. I try to talk to the rule, not the exception. So when I talk, I try to talk in a way where believe most men talk or most men, carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? Men, we care about certain things. We value certain things in a woman. And when she's not putting on that, then it's really hard for us to try to get in a relationship. We're not compelled to be, married anymore because women are not valuing marriage the way they used to. They putting in the back burner and they're putting their careers first. So by the time they get ready to marry, they've already lost most of their value. They got old, their boxes all beat up, they're infertile, they're no longer healthy and fitness.
But the value to you is literally a woman's vagina and her ovaries.
That is not what I said.
You said the value, she lost half of her value already. And then you said immediately after, you said that box is not the same. What else did you say? Something about vagina and eggs and all this stuff. Yes, she's infertile. Okay, so it's all about her fertility and her having sex with you, basically. How you're gonna
legacy and creating a legacy, helping me build a legacy for my children, so I have something to pass down, so I can create a bloodline, so I can continue to be
that first, though?
Immortalize me.
How come you don't say that first? Because that's different. When you approach me with
everything combined, though. There's no one with the other without the other. It's all a combination.
It's not. From a woman's perspective, is demeaning.
Here's the problem. It doesn't matter.
Hold
on, wait. I just let me finish my point. So what women tend to do is try to tell us how we should value them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Men and women value women differently.
Yeah, and we all value each other differently.
Right. You guys value us. What do you guys value in us?
It depends on who you are.
If we're gonna speak to the majority or minority, but what majority of women value in a man?
I don't speak to the majority. I don't do that. I speak as a whole. People have different opinions. You can't just.
What is the difference between a whole and majority?
I can't. Because you're not actually letting me finish the whole thought, and that's what's not getting through, right? And I've been up since 4:00 in the morning. It is 10:40 for me right now. I just feel that you guys are not looking at it in the perspective of everyone. We are in 2023, and we don't look at things like that. Not only is the divorce rate so freaking high, but that you guys choose to give someone without marriage more value sometimes and last in relationships for years for someone that you don't want to marry just because you don't want to be by yourself. So it's different. There's so many people that look at life like that. There's so many people that look at life like you do. There's so many people that look at life like Mr. and so, like, everyone is different. So you can't say, let's speak to the majority. That's like me saying all women and all men. That triggers people. It's not the same for everybody. We're very different people. It isn't the same. But I'm gonna leave it with that. I enjoyed this conversation with you guys. Honestly, I really did. I wish I could last longer, but I can't. I'm supposed to be asleep 2 hours ago. I kind of think, I hope that we get to have this conversation in another episode or whatnot.
Yeah, we could actually save this like for like another like live stream, because I know at this point, this is supposed to be like the interview for Coach Cam, but I know she had to go train someone. So, but I mean, at the end, it was definitely like intriguing to hear like from both perspectives. So, I don't know each and everyone's like opinion. I'll just leave it like that. Men and women are built differently. They think differently, and so what I've learned is that even if you're trying to rationalize and say certain things, there's always going to be button heads because everyone has a difference of opinion that no one can really agree to. Men could only speak from their own experience, and I guess women could also speak for their own experience as well too. But just know that if you go by anything statistically, this is not us creating statistics. This is not us saying that, well, an example like Azul, you're this, and that, or Mr. Glucose, you're that way, based off of what I think or how I feel, is based off of statistics. If you're not a part of the statistics, then that should be a good thing to just walk away from and just be like, okay, cool. You know, thank God I'm not a part of that statistic. And I think that's where men and women have to really see that all statistics is not just anything that's personal. It's basically just the majority of what both men and women have spoke up on. Because everybody's going to have a difference of opinion. You could even have another woman that could be like, well, I agree with Bruiser. Or you could have a man that would be like, well, I, agree with Azu or such and such. The point is, no one is ever right and no one's ever wrong. It's just statistics.
Yeah, exactly. I think the comments that I love Shaq, XOXO, salute to that sister. She breaking it down perfectly. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Men think logically, women think emotionally. Oh, exactly. shout out to the wifey. You know what I mean? Women put the emotions first for her. So it does. It does.
And
know
that's
what I mean?
the problem.
And they got doing that.
Because I'll give you an example with that. With my wife, right? My son, he's behaving bad in school, and she was crying and stressed out and all kinds of shit. He's 5 years old. I'm telling her like, yo, he's 5. You know what I mean? It's normal. I don't know why you crying. Like, it's normal. He's gonna grow out of it. That's just a part of it. He got his testosterone's developing, bouncing all over him. He's running around. He can't sit still sometimes. He got, you know what I mean? It's normal. She's stressed out. You know what I mean? Crying. I'm like, I'm approaching it logically, telling her like, yo, as a man, as a guy, I was there too at his age. It is what it is. She's stressed out, man, about it. You know what I mean? So then this is what I realized. Women, they hate it when you combat them with logic. They don't like that. So because they feel like they feel like you're always getting the upper hand. This is why if you're talking to your girl sometimes, she tend to go to Google. Oh, I don't believe you. Let me look it up. You know what I mean? And then if she finds out that you're right, they don't want to admit it. Get in an argument with your girl and see what happened. You know what I mean?
It happens all the time.
She want to always get that right. And then when you counter with logic, right, they get mad and talk about it with their girl, with their friends and shit like that. And say, oh yeah, he never let me get my word out. All the time. They getting their emotions, right? So this is what's her name? Azul. Like, I'm not trying to dispute anything what she said, but she's worrying about the future and her job and everything. They can't handle all of that on their own. They can't. And they get in this fear when the guy comes in the short term. They say, oh, you know what, I get this is with this guy, he might be too nice, this might be too good to be true, so you know what, I'm gonna get my guard up and get my back door ready in case this relationship don't work. But at the end of the day, and then this is a whole philosophy, man, because with this whole monogamy and polygamy, like, monogamy is not natural. It is what it is, man. But we have to deal with it and try to make it work. What do you think relationships end all the time? Because naturally, it's guys' urge. They want something, right? With the animal kingdoms, they go out there, get with the females, walk up to the female dog or lion, sniff the butt, you know what I mean? Then he go in there and then go to the next lion, go to the next dog. With the women, with the women animals, they don't care. But with humans, we want to claim each other, especially women. They want to claim us and think they have the upper. They think they could tell us what to do, pretty much.
I thought I was asking her very simple questions that she can give me a straightforward answer, but she kept deflecting and dodging it and stuff. And it made my point, because I stated in the comment earlier that women don't know how to distinguish between a man who wants them for sex or a man who wants them to be a wife.
Facts.
And she couldn't tell me on a scale from 0 to 100% how many men that she say approach them all the time. Like, she goes to Walmart every time and somebody approaches her. How often are the guys that just want to have sex approach you, versus how often the guys that want to be in a relationship and get to know you are approaching you? And she danced around that because she doesn't know how to distinguish it.
Because their communication skills sucks. Go on a date, man. When you go on a date, the average things what they talk about. This is what they talk about. So what do you do? Oh, I like to travel. Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, I've been here. They talk about they don't talk about personal shit. You know what I mean? And then when you talk about personal things, then they want to get in your personal life. You ask them about their personal life, right? Then they go, oh yeah, you asking too much, or they edit their stories, or oh yeah, you got with your ex-boyfriend. What happened? Oh, you just wasn't no good. Very vague. So that's the problem, man. Like the communication skills, it sucks, and they just jacked up on emotions. And I'm
Yeah, she
sorry
used
to say
emotion
this.
against everything I said, man. Like she felt like she was being attacked,
Yeah.
and I really wasn't
Uh-huh.
trying to attack her. And Coach Cam,
Exactly.
I understand that she has a passion for something. She's got a career. It's not fair for her to have to put it down. But you gotta actually in life, you gotta make decisions. It's marriage and family is a sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice something to have that. Everybody can't be married. So, you know what I'm saying? She may just be one of those people that just cannot never be married.
Man. Wally, go ahead and share your thoughts, bro.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, because women, they make everything all about them. Like you could be speaking about women on the whole, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, you talking about me." You know what I mean? That's just the way they are. It's annoying, but I don't know, man. Damn.
I'd say
And
the feminist movement is what's caused all of this.
yeah, because they're all using the same talking points. You know what I mean? It's like they're robots saying the same shit. Oh, women or men, we're equal. They change their genders. Oh, we're equal. Then they get in a fight with a real dude. Oh, they turn back females again. Oh, you hit me. You know what I mean? They can't even open a pickle jar. Oh, we equal. My girl wake me up, man, just to open a pickle jar. Crazy. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But
We have these conversations all the time on my show, man, and some of the guys are like even oblivious too. Like they just have this beta male mentality, man. Like
and they're making the problem worse. That's the problem.
We had a conversation about men failing women on being upfront with them about their beauty preferences. We had guys that come in the comments and argue, hey, well, but it's all about beauty. We didn't say it was all about beauty. We're just saying we should be honest, you know what I'm saying? Because we're leading, these women on thinking that it's okay to be 300 pounds. Yeah. Like it's not okay. And if we tell them it's okay, they try to amputate us.
Yeah. Or you don't even want, or you tell them, hey, you look better without the makeup. Oh, I don't believe you. The homegirls amp them up because they value other women's opinions more than their own husband or boyfriend. You know what I mean? That's what they do. And then if you say that to them, yeah, but why do you grow a beard? But it's totally different. What the fuck? I don't know, man. It's annoying, but at the end of the day, man, women just gonna be women, and the simps and the beta dudes, they're making it worse because they're amping this thing up, man. They're not being upfront, telling them what they want from the woman, and then they say anything just to get some box, and then after the box, then she's traumatized because women, they can't distinct from getting a relationship type guy from a hookup guy. You know what I mean?
Man. So yeah, it's sad, but we got to make men aware of this stuff, man, and just try to make them aware how they should move out here in these streets, man.
Yep.
Because it's only gonna get worse. So yeah, I got to get out of here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this documentary by Candace Owens. Got a documentary. I think it's about what exposing Black Lives Matter or something like that. And I just want to see her perspective on it.
Okay, that's what's up. And Bruiser, man, I can't wait to get the opportunity, man, to have a live talk with you, bro.
Yeah, that's next Wednesday, right?
So
I got it. I'm gonna work on the scheduling for that because we had a scheduling conflict. So it'll be the Wednesday after that, bro. It'll be the Wednesday after that. Yeah, we got you locked in. Come on through, and it's gonna be fire, just like this was fire. You already know.
Yeah, that would be the 26th.
26. All right, I'll make sure I make that change.
Yes,
all right, it's been well, brothers. Y'all take it easy.
All right, you too, bro. Salute. All right, man. All right, so at this point, man, like we just have like a couple of final thoughts. But Wally, I know you're in the building. You haven't talked much since you got up in here, man. So I want to give you the
Yeah,
opportunity. So salute to you, bro.
what's going on, you guys?
What's going on,
Yeah. See,
Wally?
this is one thing. Yeah, I just want to add this one little
Mm-hmm.
caveat to the conversation, right? Because I remember Bruiser earlier mentioned about the leaving of legacy into the kids. Is like, well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate when I hear the whole legacy of kids thing because it's like that's not the ultimate definition of legacy in itself. Like
Okay.
that might be the honest goal you might go for, but let's
Mm-hmm.
be real here. I mean, 9 out of 10, you have to really know your kid to know if they're going to be able to sustain your legacy. Because most kids, they don't even want to sustain their own parents' legacy.
Okay.
To be honest, it's just the truth on that. So that, because let's be honest, I've seen in most cases they're not. You can see a bunch of rich people and everything; they got all this wealth, but most of their kids, look what they are. Look what they end up turning out to be. They don't even want. They don't even live in the atmosphere of can even take up a mantle of their legacy. So, in that sense, legacy is not always driven to that point. I mean, you may want it to be that, but it will never ultimately be that in most cases.
Yeah. I get you.
Because look, if you look up the definition, right? Because the definition is an amount of money or property left to someone in a will, right? Now, granted, that someone could be your kid, but if they cannot maintain that, then what are you going to really leave them? You listen to a lot of these big boy players out here, they ain't leaving their kids nothing. Why? Because their kids are already financially secure.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, if you're someone that has it and then your kids don't, do you really leave them with that just to destroy themselves and destroy the foundation you actually already built?
I mean, hell no, but here's the thing, like I'm totally like agreeing with you as far as the direction of the legacy. But see, here's the thing, right? You could leave a legacy, like an example, because you're a YouTuber yourself, Wally. You could have tons and tons of content, like Kevin Samuels. Yes, although Kevin Samuels had, have a daughter, before his passing, but the legacy that he left was pretty much teaching couples, young men, black women. You know what I mean? Older black women.
Yeah, no, I agreed on that.
Yeah, yeah. But no, what I'm just saying is that, like, the reason why I agree, because like legacy, it doesn't have to end off with like children. You know what I mean? It ends off with whoever benefits from you, from your message, from whatever that you build. Basically, I just leave it like that. If they benefit from whatever that you build on. But yeah. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, like some women sometimes think, guys, we're ganging up on them and just throwing out everything that they believe in and stand for. But at the end of the day, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Even if you're not yelling, they're gonna say you're yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're speaking calm, they're gonna say you're yelling. Even if you could vent, you could vent to a woman who you're with. You could vent to her and tell her the shit that's bothering you, that's on your mind. And then she's gonna say, well, so what are you doing? You're not thinking about me. So these are things that all guys, we just gotta understand. No, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks that they can't understand us anymore compared to women of previous times. Because now everything is on the internet. Everything is moving so fast. Everything's jacked up. Now I'm thinking to the point when before social media came out, at this point when social media just came out, like the first iPhone, that's when, to me, and this is my opinion, that's when society hit its peak. And then after that, 2007, 2008, and after that, everything just slowly going down. Because humans, we don't know how to interact no more. Right? Especially on the woman's side. They don't know how to interact because think about this. If you were if as a guy, if women were constantly flooding your DMs, seeing you in the street, trying to talk to you, right? Thirsty, women coming up to you all the time. As us guys, we probably be saying the same things what these women are saying. Like, yo, I could get any girl out there that I want. I could do all bad by myself. But it's just unfortunate that women they are jacked up about everything. Every so much things is going on. They so called equal. They could work. Some of them make more money than men. They got their car. They got their houses. But at the end of the day, that natural instinct, that natural biology that makes them up, always reminds them, hey, every month you get your period, and every month, and every day, you're a woman. You got emotions. You can't pick certain things up, or men upper bodies is stronger than a woman's upper body. They're shorter than us on average. That's just the way it is. And women, they have to understand this. Now, if you say this on certain main platforms and whatever, oh, you're sexist, oh, you're ageist, oh, you're a bigot. But at the end of the day, we are men at the end of the day. Now, what they're trying to do is trying to make guys soft, trying to dumb us down. And in the dark, they're getting with the real guys, the dudes who stand for masculinity. But when it's out in the public, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to say certain combos because it's going to come off as offensive. But the only way we could do to change this man and woman dynamic is the courage to offend, because that's how you get your point across. A lot of atrocities happen in this world and people went to the extreme. But what happens after the extreme? People looked around and said, you know what? Damn, humans, we could be evil at some point, to the point we could wipe millions of people away. So you know what? We're never going to let this happen again. Because at the end of the day, we chose humanity and we stand for what we believe in. And it's unfortunate we're slowly going back into a next disaster again as human beings. Because the abortion rate is high. The people, everyone's just thinking short term, man. It's like, to the point it's looking like I'm not a Christian, but it's just looking like the end times. Like, we're maxed out as a civilization. Like, it's nothing else to do. And then the simps and the panderers, they are the problem because they're not standing for true masculinity. And masculinity doesn't mean you have to yell at women and, yeah, what's your body count, or yeah, who's talking to you, or where are you going? I'll beat you up. No, you don't have to do that as a masculine man. A masculine man, you're just calm. You pay attention to the surrounding. If you see a girl struggling, like, yo, that's the easy fix. I could fix that shower head. It's no problem. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Oh, I got a toolbox in my trunk. That's easy. Oh, my car, I need an oil change. Nah, don't worry about it. You don't have to take it to the shop. I got that. And she could see this and say, you know what? That right there is a true man. But it's unfortunate. It's a lot of women out here who are not true feminine women. It's unfortunate because low key they want to be like men. They envy men. They're jealous of men. This is why you have the terms like mansplaining. You're explaining something to them. They're gonna look at you like in a snarky way, like, oh, I already know that. But they don't know it. Because what? Everybody has an iPhone. They could just go on Google and look it up and say, yeah, oh yeah, I know how to do it. I seen a video on YouTube. I could build a house now. I could remodel houses and flip houses. So that's just unfortunate. And the internet, is causing all of these problems. But at the end of the day, they're going to get it soon. And it's slowly getting there. But at the end of the day, that's us guys. At this point, man, we just gotta just let them do what they gotta do. And for the true feminine women out there that we can find, just gotta continue vet them and let them know, like,
Right.
hey, I'm a true man. I know what it is. I could fix shit. I could build shit. I'm not just talking out my neck, and I got you. And even if they want to leave you with that feminist mindset, they're going to realize it when they leave, because they're going to try and find the next guy, try to replicate him with you when you're not there no more, and they're going to realize that. So that's all I got to say.
All right, for sure, man. Well, look, guys, it's already getting late for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get some dinner. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you, Mr. Glucose, Wally. You know, shout outs to Bruiser, but most importantly, shout outs to our guest, Miss Coach Cam. And if you guys want to follow her, link is definitely in the description. She also has a website. If you live in the LA area and you want to get some training, she's definitely the right girl to go to. So definitely show her some love and respect, everybody. And hopefully she could come back to one of our future shows. But most definitely, major shout outs to you again, Coach Cam. Salute with the air horn. Yep. Okay. And also salutes to Azul Baya for tuning in as well. She had to check out because her phone died, but it's okay. Thank you for joining into the convo. It was a blast. And salutes to Mr. Intellectual SoapBox for helping me reach out to her. So thank you for the greatest network manager in knowledge and relationships world. And with that being said, everyone, I bid everybody a good farewell. And we are out. So good night, everybody, and see you next time. Stay tuned for the next time. We'll say Wally? Oh, okay. Anyways, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. Leave a like. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go ahead and post this real quick so that way you guys can read this. Okay. For the algorithm. Okay. Do it for the algo. All right. Please leave a comment with any feedback after the live stream to help build the algorithm for YouTube, because when you do that, that actually builds attention, and YouTube will use the algorithm to reach out to other people who are not subscribed to Knowledge and Relationships. So, he said salute. Definitely salute to you, Wally. So please leave a comment after the show to help build the algorithm up. When you do that, it really helps us out a lot. Besides liking the videos and all that, we definitely appreciate that, because the more likes we have, that builds attention. But definitely the comments is what accelerates the algorithm up. So please definitely do that. Other than that, we are out, everyone. Peace and have a good night. Oops. All right.
Knowledge and relationships.